All right. Anyways, NBA yesterday. We only had two games, but guess what? KD showed up for me, and he proved his tweet. He proved that he could control the betters. Apparently, if you go back to one of his prior tweets, when he played 40 minutes and only had 14 points and 7 rebounds the other night, and Kyrie had the 50-point game. But Kevin Durant did show up last night against the 76ers. 14 rebounds, 7 assists, 25 points. Kyrie, Seth Curry also helped. Apparently, I didn't add up all the numbers or anything like that, but Kevin Durant, Kyrie, and Seth Curry, with all their points uh, tied up with each other, they had more points than the 76ers. Or, not the 76ers, I forget who the big three are now in the 76ers, but other than Harden and Embiid. But let's get to Harden and Embiid real quick. James Harden, you got the disappointment award last night. I'm sorry. 29 minutes, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 11 points. What are you doing, yo? Yesterday, I said that he would have to show up to prove the Nets wrong. That he was supposed to be, this almighty great thing. James Harden, what are you doing? You guys lost by 29 last night to Kevin Durant, Kyrie, Seth Curry. I did put Andre Drummond on there. I believe he had 7.7 rebounds, I think, but I don't know his minutes to rebounds ratio off the top of my head. Unfortunately, I should have put that down. I was thinking about that. Uh 76ers got nothing. Nothing at all from Thibault, Milton, and Maxey. All played 20 plus minutes, and they might have actually all played 25 plus minutes. You need something out of one of those three at least to even have 15 more points on the board, maybe. I don't know what to tell you. If you're a 76ers fan right now, this doesn't look good for you. But Nets just blew you out, and you're supposed to be the number two team in the East. Yeah, I know. Giannis is supposed to have a number one team, the Bucks, but So was this shocking for the 76ers? Definitely. I did put Joel Embiid down for the player of the game for the 76ers, or player of the team, I should say. 12 rebounds, 27 points. I want to make this point before I go on to the Warriors and Nuggets segment, though. Uh, Joel Embiid and Jokic did not prove anything last night. They equaled each other out. Equaled each other out. If Jokic would have got a triple double last night, I think he would have won me over just a little bit over Joel Embiid, but he didn't. So he was close, but he didn't. So I think they equaled out. Game scratched off. There you go. Granted, remember Nets 76ers big playoff push right there. I did write that down in my notes. Not looking good for the 76ers. Hopefully this lights a flame under them. Remember that flame comment because it's going to come later on in the NBA today. Warriors win against the Nuggets 113 to 102. Not a blowout like the Nets and 76ers. Warriors, thank you. So, yesterday, let me see who I picked real quick. I picked the Nets. Okay, and I have to apologize to you guys. I picked the Nets personally. Okay? And I told you guys to go with the 76ers because, Harden blows out Nets and Embiid's going for the MVP, blah, 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 blah. And I didn't have that much trust in the best player on the planet, right? Katie, as he is named. But I was right. I'm sorry if you guys chose 76ers because of me, because that would be my fault completely. I'm an idiot. Well, I'm not an idiot. I'm going to say that they didn't show up, or the 76ers didn't show up for me. Um, I did choose the Nuggets over the Warriors, so I was right 1 out of 2 yesterday. I'm not happy about that, but it's all right. We'll get over it. I have a better chance tonight, so listen to me tonight, please. It'll help tremendously. Uh, so Warriors, yeah, Steph Curry. I did say that Steph Curry and Klay Thompson were gonna have to show up, and they certainly did. 34 points, 9 rebounds out of Steph Curry. Thompson had 18 points. Let's talk about the Warriors real quick because this is significant. Steph Curry is what 6'3", I believe, 6'2", something like that. He is not 6'9". Kevin Looney. 27 minutes last night, only had 7 rebounds. Yet Steph Curry did lead the team in rebounds last night. Does that concern anybody? Just me? Okay. Um, that's not a good stat if you're Steph Curry or if you're the Warriors. You won, I give you that, but you didn't rebound. Nuggets. I'm not a big fan of the Nuggets. I'm not a big fan of out there, I should say. Nuggets, Jazz. Not a big fan. You're not going to find me cheering along. I think Jokic is a good player. 12 rebounds, 9 assists, 23 points last night. Almost a triple double, almost enough to get over Embiid, but nope, they tied instead. Biggest disappointment of the night, Nuggets. Biggest disappointment. Austin Rivers, 31 minutes, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 points. You want to know the stats of Austin Rivers the other night? I have it right here. Austin Rivers the other night. Austin Rivers, 32 minutes, 3 assists, 6 points when they played the Kings and won. Now he plays 31 minutes and 2-1-2. 2 assists, 1 rebound, 2 points. I don't care about rebounds out of Rivers. I care about points and assists. Or one and the other if you're going to be Austin Rivers and play 10 less minutes. J. Michael Green, DeMarcus Cousins played less than Rivers. Did I put down there? DeMarcus Cousins only played 13 minutes, had 3 rebounds, 0 assists, 9 points. Like, if he played, probably 16 minutes more and matched Rivers, he probably would have gotten 1 assist in that and already had more rebounds and points. J. Michael Green, 17 minutes, 6 rebounds, 1 assist, 6 points. Better stats than Rivers and played 13 minutes less than Rivers. So, I don't know. Maybe you think about putting a center in for your point guard. Maybe you think about putting J. Michael Green, which I believe he's a forward, in as your point guard. I mean, I don't know what you do if you're the Broncos. Maybe you go to free agency and look real quick. I never thought Austin Rivers was that great of a player. Only reason he has a NBA job is because of Doc Rivers. Austin Rivers has never proved himself, I don't think. Maybe he's proved himself to one of y'all, but he's never once proved himself to me. Also last night for the Nuggets, Aaron Gordon with the double-double, Monte Morris with the 19 points. But yeah, I think it comes down to the Austin Rivers 31 points, 2 assists, 1 rebound, and 2 points. That's all you put up for 31. You almost matched Tony Snell in about that 1 rebound in 0 minutes, 0 in 36 minutes. So that being said, I don't know. Warriors looked better than the Nuggets last night. They were in a series, maybe they would win if Steph Curry and Thompson could keep up their shooting. Somebody needs to step up to be the rebounder for the Warriors. That'd make them better. Jameis Wiseman, I believe, is on NBA G League now, so he's healing up. He should be back soon. He's a big 7-foot monster, so hopefully he comes back and changes the Warriors again. Not saying he changed the Warriors in the beginning, but they certainly need somebody that's taller and can rebound. Because Kevin Looney's just not your answer, and he's never been your answer. Nets 76ers. Nets looked a lot better. I would choose the Nets in a playoff push right now. Ben Simmons didn't play last night, but he was on the sideline. Thank you, Ben, for showing up. Thank you, 76ers fans, for being so mad and still losing the game by that much. Yeah. NBA today, chat. Let's talk about the games today and what we are doing with these games. Timberwolves versus the Magic. I choose the Timberwolves. Make sure you do the same. It is only the Magic. The Magic beat the Pelicans the other day, but that's, to me, nothing. I think that was a fluke somehow. The Timberwolves have Karl-Anthony Towns. Look for him to be getting a double-double tonight, rebounds, points. I believe he does that. I believe some of their other guys put up some pretty big number, like 20-point games. I think 2 of them need to have a 20-point game tonight. I don't care who you choose, if it's going to be Beasley or whoever else plays. Russell. Russell normally does the assists. D'Angelo Russell. So we'll see. I believe Timberwolves do beat the Magic, though, no matter what. Timberwolves are looking for the playoff push as well. So this is going to be an easy game for them to pick up. Pistons versus the Celtics. Uh, oh, for the Magic, I have nobody. If they win, I have nobody that I have right there to help them. So if I lose, I just outright lose. I don't know who on the Magic team is going to help them win. I looked the other day at the Pelicans, and they all worked as a team. So maybe I put team play. I don't know. Celtics, Jason Tatum, or Celtics over the Pistons. I have. I think this is going to be a pretty simple one, unless the Celtics really play that bad. Jason Tatum, I'm going to look for a big scorer again. Maybe a double double out of Al Horford or big rebounds out of Robert Williams. Pistons, I'm back in the same spot as the Magic. I just don't know what to think about them. I don't even know who to put. The Magic beat the Pelicans. Who'd the Pistons beat recently? What, they beat the Bulls once out of the All Star game, and then that was it? I mean, come on. If I wanted to put Cade Cunningham, but I don't think the Pistons have a chance winning that either. I think that will probably be a blowout, probably 130 to 80 or 70 or 60 even if they make it that far. You're at the point of the season where the Celtics have already kind of made their way in, and you know this is going to be a win game. So, also, if I were the Celtics, maybe, and I'm just now thinking about this, maybe watch how much you play some of your starters and just kind of start resting them a little bit. I don't know what the rest of the schedule looks like for the Celtics, but we're getting to that point of the season where it's just the Pistons, and your C team probably could beat the Pistons. No offense to Cade Cunningham, but come on. You play for the worst organization in the world, so, or one of the worst. Magic might be up there with you. Clippers versus the Hawks. I circled the Hawks. I believe the Hawks are going to win this. Hawks have Trae Young. They need him to score big. They need to win after their loss to the Bucks. I think they got a little bit demolished by the Bucks, just a little bit. Hawks are fighting for a playoff spot in the East. I could say the same for the Clippers. I don't know what's all going on with the Clippers though. We have Ty Lue getting mad on the with the press reporters asking where the two stars are. So I'm not exactly sure what that means. If they are just not coming back, or they're 35, they're still in the playoffs, I believe. They might be in the play-in with the Lakers or with the Fakers now, but we'll see. I think Hawks take this one. I think they have to. I really do. You lose to the Clippers, then if the Clippers win, I don't have the Clippers circled, but if the Clippers win, be counting on Morris Sr., Marcus Morris Sr., Reggie Jackson, and they both need to have big games like they did the other night. Who did I have? The Wizards over them? Yeah, well, they won, and Marcus Morris Sr., which he's capable of, and Reggie Jackson, which he's capable of. Reggie Jackson just shows up once in a while, though, so you never know which Reggie Jackson you're going to get. Both of them need to have a big game. Hawks, if you lose this with your starters, then I don't see you winning a chip this year. I don't see you getting very far in the playoffs or out of the play in if you are in that. Yeah, I don't see. Yeah, I have the Hawks fighting for playoffs. Gotta win this one. This is a must-win game. This is without Paul George and without Kawhi Leonard. Grizzlies, Knicks. I have the Grizzlies circled for obvious reasons. Knicks came up big against the Mavs the other day, but I don't expect that against the Grizzlies. I think the Grizzlies are a little bit more on guard after that big game. That was a 30-point blowout between the Knicks and the Mavs. For the Grizzlies, Steve Adams needs to rebound more to win. It's going to be a fight between him and Mitchell Robinson, which I also have for the Knicks if the Knicks were to win. Robinson needs to have a big rebound game. Steve Adams needs to have a big rebound game. I am counting on the Grizzlies to win, also because of Ja Morant. We know he can be a beast. This should be a big game for Ja, but we'll see. Yeah, I have. If the Knicks were to win, I don't have them circled, but if they were to win, your players to bet on would be Randall and Robinson. Rebounds, Randall definitely with the points. you're seeing Randall be a beast all season, right? Or most season. I'm not gonna say all. I'd be like Shy Gilgeous Alexander over there. I'd say all season. The next day he'd have a 5-point game. But no, Randall's been showing you this season that he is a beast, and he doesn't have the people around him. Robinson, I mean, come on, yo. I want you to be one of the best centers in the league, and you just haven't pulled it through. He hasn't, and there's no other way nice to put that. You gotta step up eventually. Granted, a good point guard like Kemba Walker would be great, but you don't want to play them. So, moving on to the next one: Hornets versus the Pelicans. I have the Hornets over the Pelicans. Yeah, remember this one, chat. The Pelicans are fighting for a playoff spot, but so are the Hornets. Hornets aren't all out of the clear on the East yet. Ball, Rozier, you're gonna be counting on for the scoring. Who did I see? Cody Zeller was the big rebounder the other day, and I didn't call him out for 15 rebounds. I do want to call out PJ Washington again. I've been hammering him over and over and over. We can see him put up the big points, but I need PJ Washington to put up rebounds. And the only reason I want PJ Washington to put up points and rebounds is because he played 42 minutes more than any other Hornets player the other night. He played 42 minutes. He needs to put up more than 4 rebounds, especially to win this game. The Pelicans, if they were to win, here's your players. Jonas Valanciunas. I know, I'm saying it again, aren't I? Rebounding. He was a beast the other night. I don't expect less from him. So whatever he did a few nights ago, that was horrible. What he did the other night was great. Keep that up. Get the 15 rebounds, 20-point game. You'll be a Hall of Famer. Especially if you get on a good team and keep doing that. Andre Drummond. So sorry, I have this little thing where I just nick every time when I think of centers that could be Hall of Fame worthy and on good teams. Lakers, Nets, Andre Drummond. Dude annoys the shit out of me. I like the dude, but holy crap, dude. He came out for the Cavaliers when they traded him away. Okay, anyways, not important. We're talking about the Pelicans, and if they happen to win over the Hornets, which I don't think they will, they are fighting for playoff spot. You need Jonas Valanciunas to show up with 15 rebounds, 20 points. CJ McCollum, you're always counting on him to score, which he's pretty consistent on. Here, I have an idea. Play Tony Snell little to none. Yeah, don't play him 31 minutes. Don't play him 40 minutes. 1-0 and 0 is always going to burn in my head when I hear Tony Snell. And unless he gives me a 30-point game, 15 rebounds, and 10 assist game this next time, I'm going to think nothing of it. Even if he gives me a 15-point game with 5 rebounds. No, dude, because there was 2 games in a row where you came up very little with a lot of playing time. And I don't think you deserve it. I know. So, unless, Tony Snell, peace. I think they should have cut you, but apparently the Pelicans are a lot nicer than me. I don't. You have the Mavs versus the Rockets. I think I chose the Mavs. Rockets are literally the worst team next to the Pistons and the Magic in the NBA. You can actually put that with the Spurs. We'll be talking about them a little bit later. Mavs, you have Luka. He's gonna go for a double-double tonight. He wants to be in that MVP conversation, right? I don't care how he does it. He might even get a triple-double. I wasn't that generous, though, because they did just lose by 30 to the Knicks, so. Powell, you need to get rebounds. Sorry, dude, but you've been playing a lot of minutes, and you've been showing me very little rebounds. Finney-Smith, Bullock, do better. Do better. That's all you gotta do. I know Bullock has it in him. I've heard Finney-Smith has it in him, so please, just do it. If the Rockets were to win, Rockets, believe it or not, the other day I would have just crossed them out and not even put anybody in and said Rockets were the most useless team, but they did happen to beat the Lakers in overtime. Sengun, I believe he's a rookie center for the Rockets. Rebound. You did it the other night. You put up points. I think you were really impressive. A lot of people thought Jalen Green was impressive. I also thought that as well. Score as many points as you can make. But as impressive you thought Jalen Green was, I thought Sengun was just a little bit more impressive. He did put up the points and he put up the rebounds. You're counting on both of them if you're a Rockets fan to win that tonight. I don't know though. I assume the Mavs are going to win. I chose the Mavs and I got burned the other day, so that one even hurt. That was a 30-point. Like, holy crap. I don't know what you're doing, but. Oh, I even put Rockets are worse than the Knicks. I put that in my notes right there, chat. Like, what the heck? What? Rockets are worse than the Knicks? Yeah. Rockets don't have Julius Randle or Mitchell Robinson. But they do have Sengun, which did show, so we'll see. Oh, here. I want to make this point real quick, and I hope this one gets heard across here. Jalen Green will put his name on the rookie board. I don't think Sengun will, but he will. Jalen Green will definitely put his name on the rookie board if he wins against the Lakers, which he did in overtime, and he was the talk of the town, and the Mavs. You know Evan Mobley, you know Cade Cunningham, but you don't know Jalen Green as well. You've heard of him probably once, twice, but you really haven't heard of him since the draft. So there you go. Jalen Green, put your name on the board tonight. Sengun, put your name on the board. Teach everybody how to say it because I'm slaughtering it horribly. Cavs at Heat. This one is a breaker for me because I love the Heat. I like the Cavs. I'm from Ohio, but I chose the Cavs over the Heat, and I'll tell you why. Jared Allen is out for the Cavs. That is going to hurt. Yes. But you have Evan Mobley going for Rookie of the Year. Cavs are trying to get better positioning in the playoffs. Evan Mobley, you need to rebound. Darius Garland, you need to score points. You already know that. Just do it. Kevin Love, step ups. Jetty Osman, step up. Gonna tell you guys a little quick story here since we do have time. Jetty Osman is one of my most favorite players. Well, okay. And yeah. And when he was drafted, I was like, okay, great. He's gonna be the next small forward in this league that takes the Cavs somewhere or takes the team somewhere. I wasn't sure if it was the Cavs. Then we waited one season. Then we waited 2 seasons. Then we waited 3. And I don't even know what season we're on now. But this is his best season out of any of them. And I was starting to lose hope in Jetty Osman. Like, oh. It's getting to the point where I was rooting against Jetty Osman. But look, we're seeing a new Jetty Osman this year. We're seeing a new Kevin Love. Hopefully Kevin Love can keep up with it. Yeah. Kevin Love, I'm expecting big things out of you this year. I'm expecting big things out of you tonight because this is your game. I didn't put you on the list of why you're going to win, but I think you could be. The Heat. If the Heat were to win, Adebayo would have to get the rebounds. 6 rebounds and 17 points aren't going to cut it. 17 points might, but your 6 rebounds won't. Get more. They need to win. The Heat really they need to win for momentum because they got blown out by the Suns just a few days ago, as you saw, about 111-90 loss. Lowry, you need to score more than 5 points to win this game. But we'll see. I think the Cavs take it. I think the Heat are going to be close. If I were you, I don't bet on this game at all, but I'm not you, so. Yeah, I don't even think I'd come close to betting on this game. I think it's too close, and I think this one could go either way. Jazz versus the Spurs. I have nobody on the Spurs. Yeah, and again, people are gonna say, "Well, the Spurs, or like the Rockets, beat the Lakers, but you don't put anybody for the Spurs." No, I don't put anybody for the Spurs. Dejounte Murray, there, you can have the Spurs. If you actually think they're gonna win, then put Dejounte Murray. But I have the Jazz circled, which I don't think is gonna surprise anybody. I have Mitchell and Gobert. Mitchell, you need a Donovan Mitchell. You need to step up and make more points there, Spidey. Uh, Gobert, keep doing you. Keep getting blocks. Keep getting rebounds. You'll be good. Mitchell, put up points. Yeah, okay. This is gonna be another game where I'm gonna go Donovan Mitchell. You need to put up more than 16 points, and all I'm gonna see is 16 points tomorrow when he plays the Spurs. The measly little Spurs. Make this a 30 or 40 point game. Put your name back on the board for those games. Like, holy crap. How much have you heard about Donovan Mitchell this year? None. It's been more of a Gobert team than a Mitchell. And I blame Donovan Mitchell for that. 16 points. Woo. You have Raptors at the Suns, or Raptors versus the Suns. Of course, I chose the Suns. I need Ayton to rebound, which I believe he will. He might be one of the tallest players out there again tonight. Booker is back. Booker was back the other night when they won against the Heat. Expecting a big game out of Booker himself. Booker hasn't been as big as he was last year. So I need him to step that up a little bit. And I think they'd have more success. They're doing very successful, so I don't want to put more success on them. But yeah. Another player that I really want to see step up is Cameron Payne. I never thought I would say this in the last 6 years, but Cameron Payne is actually looking like a solid replacement for Chris Paul at the moment. So if Chris Paul was to retire in the next few years, Cameron Payne keeps up these numbers, gain double doubles every night, and assist and points. He could. I'm not going to say he is the next Chris Paul, but I'm going to say that he could be the replacement for Chris Paul whenever you are ready to move off of him or he's retiring. I don't know if he's going to retire his son. I don't know. Raptors. Oh, I'm going to put one thing out there. Chris Paul is better than. What Suns player am I going for, chat? You guys know? Steve Nash. Oh, I know. Raptors. If the Raptors were to win this, I'd put Siakam with rebounds. You have to do it. I know you're 6'8", but you gotta do it. And Fred VanVleet, he has had big nights when they've won. So if the Raptors were to win, but I think the Suns have that one. God. Oh my God, chat. What are we doing? We're going back to this game. We're going to the last game of the night. It's going to be the Wizards versus the Lakers. Who do I have, chat? Does anybody want to guess? Wizards. I have the Wizards. I don't have the Lakers. This is the reason why I have. I think Porzingis knows that he needs to put more rebounds up, grab more rebounds, I should say. I believe that he's fine with the points. I'm fine with 17 points, but I also need like I don't know 15 rebounds. If I want to be generous, maybe 20. No, just kidding, not 20, but 10 to 15 rebounds would suit me fine, Porzingis. You're that good of a player. You can do it. Kuzma, you show up. I know you put 17 points on the board last game too. I think you and Porzingis put the same amount of points. You show up and drop a 30-point game against your Lakers. You were on the Lakers. Here you go. Show them up. Show LeBron up. There you go. LeBron traded you. Show him up. Yeah, LeBron traded you for Westbrook. Let's get to that one. Lakers tonight. Westbrook playing. I expected triple double out of him. This is your Washington Wizards. There you go. Triple double on Russell. And I'm going to be the first one to call it. Westbrook has a better game than LeBron because now I think LeBron's just going to go for points. They're out. They're done. LeBron's double double tonight probably. Am I considering the Wizards a best team in the world? No, I'm not. But I think Westbrook and LeBron can get their numbers if they wanted. Do remember the Wizards are also better than the Rockets and the Spurs and the Knicks. No, I wouldn't say the Wizards are better than the Knicks, but I would definitely say the Wizards are better than the Rockets and the Spurs. So let's go to the MVP. I don't talk about this too much. I'm not sure how much I will talk about this ever in my life until we get to the voting the night before the voting. But here we go. Jokic, Embiid, Giannis. Last night, Jokic and Embiid, you equaled each other out. I think Giannis is on top. I think Jokic is second. I think Embiid's third. Oh my, I know. Yeah. And if you really want to do it, if you want to put Jokic on first and Giannis on second, I'm down. I'm down with that. I think that'd be good. I think DeMar DeRozan's close. People keep saying Luka Doncic. Luka Doncic just lost to the Knicks 30 points or by 30 points, and he didn't get a double double in that game. So I don't come at me with that. But yeah, so there you go. Your big games today are gonna be. I'm gonna put Wizards Lakers in there. Sorry, chat. Cavs Heat's gonna be a big game. Uh, Mavs Rockets. So you're gonna see what the Mavs are made out of. Hawks Clippers, and yeah. All right, chat. This was good today. Thank you again for Trade 2232 and Internalized Misogyny following. I hope you guys have a great Friday, and I do want to stream on the weekends to let you guys keep updated and stuff with everything. So, thank you so much. Have a good one.